August 7, 2024. Wednesday of the 18th week in Ordinary Time. A reading from the prophet Jeremiah. At that time, declares the Lord, I will be the God of all the clans of Israel, and they shall be my people. Thus says the Lord, the people who survived the sword found grace in the wilderness. When Israel sought for rest, the Lord appeared to him from far away. I have loved you with an everlasting love, therefore I have continued my faithfulness to you. Again I will build you, and you shall be built, O Virgin Israel. Again you shall adorn yourself with tambourines and shall go forth in the dance of the merrymakers. Again you shall plant vineyards on the mountains of Samaria, the planters shall plant and shall enjoy the fruit. For there shall be a day when watchmen will call in the hill country of Ephraim, Arise, and let us go up to Zion, to the Lord our God. For thus says the Lord, Sing aloud with gladness for Jacob, and raise shouts for the chief of the nations, proclaim, give praise, and say, O Lord, save your people, the remnant of Israel. The word of the Lord. Responsorial Jeremiah response, The Lord will keep us, as a shepherd keeps his flock. Hear the word of the Lord, O nations! And declare it in the coastlands far away. Say, He who scattered Israel will gather him, and will keep him as a shepherd keeps his flock. The Lord will keep us, as a shepherd keeps his flock. For the Lord has ransomed Jacob, and has redeemed him from hands too strong for him. They shall come and sing aloud on the height of Zion, and they shall be radiant over the goodness of the Lord. The Lord will keep us, as a shepherd keeps his flock. Then shall the young women rejoice in the dance, and the young men and the old shall be merry. I will turn their mourning into joy. I will comfort them, and give them gladness for sorrow. The Lord will keep us, as a shepherd keeps his flock. Alleluia, Alleluia. A great prophet has arisen among us and God has visited his people. Alleluia. A reading from the Holy Gospel according to Saint Matthew. At that time, Jesus went away and withdrew to the district of Tyre and Sidon. And behold, a Canaanite woman from that region came out and was crying, Have mercy on me, O Lord, Son of David, my daughter is severely oppressed by a demon. But he did not answer her a word. And his disciples came and begged him, saying, Send her away, for she is crying out after us. He answered, I was sent only to the lost sheep of the house of Israel. But she came and knelt before him, saying, Lord, help me. And he answered, It is not right to take the children's bread and throw it to the dogs. She said, Yes, Lord, yet even the dogs eat the crumbs that fall from their master's table. Then Jesus answered her, O woman, great is your faith. Be it done for you as you desire. And her daughter was healed instantly. The Gospel of the Lord. Reflection. Wednesday, 18th week in Ordinary Time. The two cities mentioned at the beginning of today's Gospel reading, Tyre and Sidon, are still known to us today as cities on the coast of modern-day Lebanon, a much troubled country at present. Jesus was in the region of Tyre and Sidon, with his disciples, beyond his usual area of ministry, in a district mostly inhabited by pagans. He had probably withdrawn there in the face of recent hostility from the Jewish authorities. It seems that Jesus' reputation as a healer had spread to these parts, because he is approached by a local woman, a pagan. She pleads with Jesus on behalf of her seriously disturbed daughter. She identifies so fully with her daughter's plight that her prayer to Jesus is, Take pity on me, help me. Jesus' response to her desperate pleas for help is very untypical of him. His first response is one of silence. His second response is to state that for the present his mission is only to the lost sheep of the house of Israel. His third response is in the form of a mini parable, It is not fair to take the children's food and throw it to the house dogs, the children being the children of Israel. With great wit and persevering faith in Jesus, the woman turns his little parable to her advantage. Even the house dogs eat the scraps that fall from their master's table. The untidy eating habits of children allow the house dogs to eat alongside the children. Jesus has to acknowledge that God is speaking to him through this woman's persistent faith in him and her passionate love for her daughter. He grants the request of this pagan woman, even though his own people were his present, primary, focus. The Gospel reading reminds us that God can speak powerfully to us through the most unexpected of people, including through people whose faith is different to ours. God's purpose for our lives and the lives of others is always so much greater and broader than our plans and mindsets. Our sometimes narrow outlook is always in need of stretching so that it reflects more fully something of God's outlook which embraces all humanity.